In this episode of coverage of the 2021 Musclee Car Challenge, we check out the True Street Shootout. Cars at Musclee Car Challenge are split into True Street and Pro Street. True Street is hard to define with road laws varying so much, so we came up with what we think is a pretty good set of rules to help keep the class fair and road cars legit. The cars must be registered, have full interior, working lights and glass windows, full exhaust with a muffler, and the big one is tyres, where they must be of radial construction and have a full circumference water dispersing groove. The rest of the rules and regs are available on the website.
My name's Christian Holder. This is my Datsun 1200 Ute, 1980 model. Runs a CA 1.8 litre, GDX 3076 turbo, a C4 auto. Can push out 500 horsepower, but at the moment she's running about 360 to 400. So we're just having a few dramas with some traction. This is the first time it's been in the drag strip. We have had it on the street a bit, but this is the first time we've actually had a good run. So I'm born and bred in Cootamundra. I've always been into cars, massive GTR fan. Do have a R35 GTR as well. Mate, I've always wanted to race it here. It's just been time. For the last 10 years I've been talking about racing it, but this year I've had a bit of time up my sleeve, so this is the year to get it out and have a bit of a blast. Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of cars struggle with traction over the last 5-6 years, and the 60 foot it's all in the 60 foot. So everyone can say they can run 9 seconds at Eastern Creek, but here, mate, you're 2 seconds behind unless you set your car up for here.
The cars had plenty of time to practice over the weekend before the shootout on day 2. The True Street Shootout was split into 2 groups, naturally aspirated and forced induction. First up, it's naturally aspirated True Street. Graham Boyd and Jamie Cassiotis going head to head. The Rainbow Falcon up against the Valiant. Both come into stage now. Clean greens, both get a good reaction time, but Jamie just gets the whole shot. The Rainbow, the better launch, and now it looks like the better top end power as he pulls away in that Prestige Motor Gallery Falcon. Over the finish line, gets the win, 11:58.122. Not bad for a naturally aspirated big car like that here at Cootamundra. Let's take a look at the replay now between these two. You can see very even reaction time, but the Rainbow just has the better launch and the extra grunt up top.
All weekend, this is probably my 22nd pass. It's been a taxi. It's been good, but...
Our next pairing, Louis has jumped out of his XE Barra Shaker into the XY. He's up against Corey Brand in the VH Commodore. Let's get them both into stage now. Good reaction time from both drivers, but Corey goes up in a cloud of smoke in the Commodore, and Louis is out of there in the Falcon, so he gets the better launch and plenty of power up top to keep moving, but it looks like he backs out of it a little bit early, conserved the car. Let's take a look at the replay now, and you can see what happened. Got both cars into stage, lights come down. Good reaction time from both drivers, but Louis just has more grip, more grunt, and he's able to get the win. Corey going up in wheel spin in that Commodore. His first time at Cootamundra in that car. He actually works as a photographer at the event, but this time he's out racing, but Louis gets the win.
It looks like Corey smoked up the wheels, so... Unfortunately, it should come with a tyre with a bag on it. The car's a manual, so hopefully if I pick all the gears, and I think I can get towards the pointy end of the field, so...
Should be good.
Yeah.
Well done, mate, for a second round.
Our oldest competitor at the event, George in the FPV, up against Michael in the Ford Mustang. Both guys been doing plenty of runs, having plenty of fun all weekend. They're both in stage now. Lights go down. Oh, red light for the Mustang. And that hands the win straight to George in the FPV. So it doesn't really matter what happens from here on in. The FPV is going to take it thanks to that red light.
From yesterday to today, I probably got 25 runs. And I really, really enjoyed myself.
Perfect, mate. Well, you're through the next round now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now Mento in the Holden Tirana. This thing is a weapon of a car. Jamie has been getting great reaction times and doing plenty of runs in the Rainbow all weekend, but now he's going to have his work cut out for him to take on Mento in the Tirana. Reaction time is good from both drivers. Looks like the Rainbow's got the whole shot. He's got a couple of car lengths on Mento by the 60. What's going to happen in the top end now, though? Mento's coming back. Is he going to have that top end charge? It looks like he will. He does. 11.0 to an 11.2. Wow, what a great run from both drivers. Let's have a look at the replay. You can see the Rainbow, the better launch. He's out a fair way in front of the 100-foot mark, but the top end power of the Tirana brings it home. Look how close it is as they cross the line. Nothing in it.
So when I took off the line, I probably spun a bit more than all my other runs, but I just pedalled a couple of times and got it going, and I felt like when I clicked third gear, when I clicked top, I started reeling him in, but we went past the line. I honestly didn't know if I'd got him or not. It was that close. It was probably the best race I've had here all weekend.
Mento on the Tirana again now in the next round, up against Louis in the XY Falcon. Mento's car on song in that last run. Can he get his reaction time and launch a little bit better this time? Let's see what happens as they both come into stage. Red light from Louis though, so hands Mento the win straight away. But he probably thinks he chases a race and he stays in it. And even if he hadn't red lit, Mento still would have got the win with that top end charge from the Tirana up top. 10.8, 129. From a naturally aspirated car at Cootamundra is pretty impressive stuff. You can just see red light from Louis and it is all over.
Yeah, I think he was a bit anxious and got the red light, and as soon as I seen that, I stayed on it. I thought I might as well try and make a good pass, and it was a pretty good pass, so, but unfortunately he hit the red light. But
So this is the finals now for True Street. George in the FPV up against Mento in the Holden Tirana. Both got lucky red light wins in the previous round. But I think we know what's going to happen now. Mento gets the whole shot, both good reaction times though, and just way too much grunt for the FPV of George, and just pulls away in the top end. He will go through for an easy win to take out True Street, naturally aspirated, with a 10.9 at 128. That is honking for a naturally aspirated Holden Tirana.
I didn't expect anything like that coming down here this weekend. It was all about coming down with the boys and having some fun with the car and testing it out, seeing where it is. But to win anything, pretty stoked. So yeah, as you said, like the car's been pretty consistent. Like I think I've got it down pat, taking off and getting it across the line. So you just never know these bigger turbo cars. If he doesn't get the power down, I could be across the line.
So we go. Good luck.
All right, cheers, thanks.
Time to add nitrous, turbos and superchargers with the Forced Induction True Street category. Armando up against Francesco. First up, the Cortina versus the Commodore. Let's get him into stage. Oh, deep stage there. Lights go green. Cortina gets the whole shot. Better launch, better grip, and looks like plenty of power up top to stay there. He will fly through for an easy win in the top end. Blow out the hood of that Cortina. What can he run? 11.28, 126.
Pretty slippery on the takeoff, but I don't know, I got the win, so I'm happy. Thanks, Emilio.
All right, our next pairing now, Tate Healy is driving Louis' XE Falcon with the Barra under the hood. And Con's FG Falcon makes this a double Barra matchup. Let's get them both into stage now. Tate bumps in, lights go down. Good reaction time from both drivers, but the XE has the whole shot. The Barra Shaker is out of there. The FG, bigger and heavier, just not able to get the launch. And Tate will sail through for the win. What does he run? He goes 10.43 at 137. Great time here at Cootamundra on that slippery surface. Have a look at the replay now from the other angle. Tate bumps into stage. Lights go green. Good reaction time from both. Barra Shaker just has the better launch and the top end power to match.
Louis had to race his own personal car. He's got two cars entered, so you can't race two. So I get to have some fun. Yeah. I don't want to say too much, but I'm quicker and I got a better reaction time than him.
Ford versus Holden now, old school versus new school, but both supercharged. Gabriel in the Ford Mustang up against Emirali in the VL Commodore. He's got LSA power under the hood. He goes into stage. Mustang creeps in. Quick car, but been struggling with traction at times this weekend. Good reaction time from both drivers. It looks like Emirali has the advantage by the 60-foot mark. Now he just needs the top end power to hold on to it at the deep end of the track, which it looks like he will have. Sails through. Convincing win. What does he get over the line? 11.3, 130. Not bad at all.
Loving it. Constant twirls before. Then I serviced it this morning, new plugs, played around it with the suspension, got down to 11.1. So hopefully this one was better. Yeah, it felt better.
All right, some old school Japanese muscle now. Danny in the RX3 up against Jason Mansueto, who's driving Steve's Toyota Corona. 7M GTE under the hood. 9-second street car. What can it do at Cootamundra? Lights go green. Good reaction time from both drivers, but Jason looks like he's had a problem on the trans brake there and got out of it. So Danny in the RX3 will just pretty much have a bye run, and he will go through for the win in the RX3. Jason Mansueto issues on the line, but Danny goes through 10.98, 134.
Yeah, yesterday, mate, we couldn't get it to take off, couldn't get it to trans brake, so mechanic came up last night from Sydney and took some fuel out and sorted it out, and today it, mate, just worked. I'm just hoping I can go a little bit quicker, but I'm happy with that anyway. First time at the track, never been to Coota before, never been to the creek, nothing. So I'm happy with that, man.
And most importantly, how much fun have you had here?
Loving it, man. I'll be back next year.
Perfect.
Our next pairing, Nathan Ferrugi is mental. Turbocharged Camaro up against Tim's Holden VL Calais. Nathan's been out here before in that Camaro. It is a monster street car. Turbo's hanging out through the grille, as you can see. Plenty of grunt, but hard to put it down here. Good reaction time from both drivers. Tim gets the better launch. That Camaro is hard to put power down with that much, well over 1,000 horsepower. VL able to use that power better here at Cootamundra. Goes through for the win. You can see Nathan starting that top end charge, but just runs out of room. Have a look at the replay now. You can see slightly better reaction time from Tim, but he just gets a better hole shot. He's able to hold on to it. The Camaro's got more top end grunt, just runs out of room to be able to make the most of it.
I was pretty nervous, mate. Yeah, I thought he was going to blow me away, but lucky I hooked up at the start and away I went.
Some more old school versus new school. This time, Evan in the Chrysler Valiant up against Ben's Ford Mustang. Both stage now, lights go green, but it's a red light from the Mustang. And that means it's going to be an easy win now. Mustang struggles for traction, has stayed in it, but looks like the Mustang would have lost out anyway without the red light, so hands Evan the win.
Probably one of the best ones I reckon I've done. It felt good from the start. And then he jumped it, and I knew it was done there, but it was just clearly I'm fucking happy.
Into round two now. Tate Healy in the Barrashaker XE Falcon up against Francesco in the blown Ford Cortina. Tate driving this car really well. Louis absolutely thrashes this thing all the time at Power Cruise and other events, racing everyone and anything. Barra cops everything that's thrown at it. He bumps into stage now, lights go down. Good reaction time from both drivers. Cortina, cloud of smoke off the start line, but we're still hanging around. But Tate got the good hole shot and plenty of power to hold on to it up top. He goes through the finish line, another 10 with a 10.4 at 138. Let's have a look at the replay now, and you can see from the onboard with the Cortina, waiting for Tate to bump in. Tate bumps it in, lights go down, green, great reaction time, but the Barra is able to use that power better over the first half of the track and plenty of top end power then to pull away.
We did all right, actually. We won. That's all that matters, I think.
Okay.
That's not a bad way to finish, but yeah, we'll go again and see what we can do.
It's a double VL battle now. Tim in the VL Calais up against Emirali in the LSA-powered Holden VL Commodore. Both drivers coming into stage now. Lights go down. Let's see what happens. Good reaction time from Tim. He gets the whole shot over Emirali. He's got a couple of car lengths on him by the 60. As long as the car's got the power now to stay out in front, he will get the win, and it does. Tim goes through another win with a 10.7 at 131.
started overheating, mate, but lucky I got the win in the end.
So Danny in the last round had a mechanical issue, so Jason Mansueto has now gone through to this round, has another chance at redemption in the Toyota Corona. 7M GT under the hood, Evans Chrysler Valiant. Jason bumps into stage now, lights go down, good reaction time from both drivers. No problems with the Corona this time on the trans brake, and he is out of there. He's a couple of car lengths on Evan by the 60, and he would just top end charge that 7M GTE. 11-1 at 132 for the Corona, not bad at all. Let's take a look at the replay now. You can see from this angle, Jason Mansueto had issues in the last round with the trans brake, but this time no such issues. Bumps in, lights go green, great reaction time, and he is gone. He gets the win going through the next round in the Toyota Corona.
On the run when I raced the Mazda, the one that's broken out now, I'm obviously smashing the throttle too hard and knocking out the sensor because there's no throttle stop on it. So I just leaned on it that time and didn't smash the throttle. Obviously, when you're racing, your adrenaline's harder and you're punching the throttle, so I had to learn to relax a little bit.
But you got the win, you're through.
Yeah, thank you.
Round 3 now of our forced induction True Street Shootout. Tim in the VL, Calais already into stage, waiting on Jason Mansueto in the 7M GTE powered Corona. Doesn't get rushed or flustered, wants to bump in properly, try and get up on the trans brake. He bumps in now, lights come down, but it's a red light from Jason Mansueto, too keen on the tree, and that will hand Tim the win in this round. I think Jason's going to stay in it anyway, and he does, but he will hand the victory over to Tim in the VL after that red light on the tree.
Lucky, mate, because I started breaking up half track.
Is it just getting a little bit warm or what's happening?
Oh, I think the car's way too hot, man.
So you can put some air through it on the way back now, go back around and pretty much straight into that last one. So you think you're going to be all right or not?
I'll give it a go, mate, see what happens.
Tate Healy gets the bye run in the XE Barra Shaker as the quickest car of the bunch to make it through. So all he has to do is accept the green light, which he does, takes it, and he is through to the finals now. And here it is, finals time. A forced induction True Street for the 2021 Muscle Car Challenge. Tate Healy in the XE Falcon, the Barra Shaker. Tim in the Holden Calais. Let's see what happens. Let's get him into stage. Tate now bumping in. There we go. Lights go green. Good reaction time from both drivers, but Tate just gets the whole shot. He's got a couple of car lengths at the 60. Both cars have got plenty of grunts. Let's see what happens in the top end. It looks like the Barra can hold on to it. Sails through in the top end for the winner. 10-3 now at 138. Tim backs out of it.
Like I said, we're giving it to this thing all day yesterday. We'll keep sending it. The other good fact is we're going to put some pro radials on this and see how we go in pro class. Oh, shit.
I better get you back then, man. You got some work to do. Well
Let's
done.
do it. Thanks again.
So we have our winners in both the naturally aspirated and the forced induction categories for True Street. So it's only natural we line them up head to head now to see who will win this final matchup in True Street. Tate with the Barra powered XE Falcon, Mencho in the Tirana naturally aspirated V8. Great reaction time and whole shot from both drivers. They're pretty even at the 60. It's all going to come down to horsepower now, and I think you're going to find the Barra has the top end grunt. He's had more mile an hour all weekend, and he does. Sails through for the win with now a 10-2 at 140. Must have turned it up since the last round. Let's take a look at the replay now from the other angle. Tate wants to bump it in, get up on the converter properly, but you can see great reaction time and whole shot from both drivers. But in the end, it was all top end power, courtesy of the Barra under the hood of the XE Falcon.
You're going to like this part. Not only did you win the forced induction True Street Shootout, you just PB'd with a 10-2, and congratulations, you are the 2021 True Street Shootout winner. How you feeling?
Very good. Go the 2K Barra. That's all I can say.
Now, I heard that you've got not a lot of time to go put some pro radials on it, and you're going to go in the Pro Street Shootout.
We're going in the Pro Street.
And then after that, you're going to try and challenge on the list as well. Is that right?
We're going to challenge on the list, and then after that, we're going to put tyres on it and drive all the way home because we've got to get home.
That is incredible.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Pretty testament to Ford. I'd like to thank them for the engine because no one else did anything to it. Beautiful.
Well done, mate. Well done. Fantastic. Well, first up, I will say that watching this car has actually been really awesome. Super consistent, great runs. I knew that was going to be a pretty tough one, actually. Yeah. So you've taken out the quickest, obviously the winner, naturally aspirated for True Street, and now obviously runner-up outright as well. Well done, mate.
Yeah,
how you feeling?
Yeah, it was good. I knew it was always going to be a tough competition, but gave it a go, and all credit to him. It was a good weekend. Come here with the boys, had some fun, drove the wheels out of the car, and yeah. Next Wednesday we'll be at Eastern Creek running low nines.
Now I've got a little surprise for you if you're ready for this.
Yeah.
As of right now, you're the first contender that's allowed to take on number 10 on the list this afternoon if you want to try and get onto that list before you leave. What do you reckon?
Yeah, we'll give it a crack.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. Well done, mate, well done.
All right, cheers, thanks for that.